What shall we talk about, gentlemen? Hey guys, this is Isaac. Today I'm going to be showing you this custom build of a pizza place, and it's sort of a modular building, you know, the modular building series, but it's also Marvel, and you may or may not have seen the video I made, the set review of Thor's Weapon Quest, and you can look up here. You can click up here if you haven't seen that, check it out. But in that video, I gave a sneak peek of this build, telling you how I would combine Thor's Weapon Quest and this modular building build. And in this video, I will show you how it turned out. So let's zoom in and look at it a little bit closer. So here's the modular building. As you can see, the Milano's escape pod thing is crashed up here, made a big crater, and almost knocked over this light pole, which is on a hinge here, so that's how it's like that. Someone has parked their bike here, and there are some trash cans out here in the front with a rat. And then there are these two buildings here. One is a pizza place here at the front, and over here is a flower shop. And then on top is a apartment, and I will show you all of these more in depth, but I'm going to show you the outdoors first. So the front looks pretty nice, you know, looks like a modular building to me, right there. Over here on the side is a pizza place drive-through. You can this thing here opens up, and you can talk to the fast food dude inside. Back here are some traffic cones and spray paint for any passerbys or passing buyers, whatever, people who pass by. If they want to do some graffiti, they just graffiti. I'm kidding. I don't know. And over here, there's some vines growing up on the side because it's a flower shop, so plants. So let's look inside the buildings. First we have this apartment here. You can take the top off, and actually there's a there's a trapdoor here to go up to the stairs, because there's a okay, that's not everything. There's stairs coming up here up to the trapdoor, and then there's a ladder to get down to the outside here. And you can take off the top, and you can look inside. Here's the stairs, and a counter, and some places to put things. It's really just a big mess in there, because the guy who lives in this apartment, which I'll show you in a moment, isn't very organized, so he makes a lot of messes. So lots of random things in there. And then out here is the and hold on, there's a chandelier right here. Cool chandelier. Man, sorry about that. There's a chandelier right here with a tassel made out of some unique pieces just to make it look like a chandelier. But anyway, sorry about that big mess. Out here, there is another big mess made by this guy. He has a treadmill, a table with some books, a "That was easy" button. It has a custom sticker there. He has around a map and a globe, and some cookies and a bowl on the floor in there. He has a chest with a magnifying glass and some letters in it. And then there's an air conditioning unit here, and this statue with a helmet, which may or may not be a voodoo doll. Don't quote me on this. And then there's the minifigure himself. We will later do a up close and personal minifigure section, but for now, here he is. He's sort of a magic guy, kind of like Doctor Strange, but he's custom. He's not any Marvel character that actually exists. So let's check out the next few floors. This part comes off. It's a modular building, so it's modular. And you can see the vines there. They're just hanging out. And so in here is the flower shop. There's Groot in there and the flower lady with a bunch of flowers. And there's plants in there everywhere. There's a cactus, a small little plant. There's a big bushy plant on the side, and there are a bunch of flowers. And there's a phone and a water place for you to get water, either for the plants or for yourself. And there's a little cash register for people who want to buy flowers. The picture in there of the American flag is a stamp. I just cut out a stamp and put an American flag on a Lego piece so that it would look like a picture. And then there's a radio in there for music, because everybody has to have music. That's what I always say. Well, I don't really say that, but you know. And in the other place, the other building, the pizza place. Oh wait, no, I have to take this off. To take this off, it comes off like this. And so in there, you can see there's a bench with a table for people to eat their pizza. And there are some pizza boxes and pizza all over. There's a guy standing for the drive-thru, and a pizza chef who's making a pizza on a stove. There are some glasses hanging up on the wall for people who want drinks, and there's also a custom candy machine which dispenses candy, but not really, because I cannot make a candy dispenser that is minifigure scale. And then there's also Rocket Raccoon coming in there, because the story with this build, and I did mention this in the set review of Thor's Weapon Quest, is since since Groot is a teenager now, he's going to be getting a job soon, right? So I was thinking about what kind of job would Groot have, and so I decided a flower shop would be a good place for Groot to make some money. And so I decided to make a modular building. But I realized Rocket Raccoon, his buddy is Groot, and he's going to want to get a job if Groot gets a job. So I figured he's not going to want to have a job at a flower shop, so he's going to go to a pizza place. So I built this pizza place right next to it. And then on top I just added an apartment, because all modular buildings have apartments, and because apartments are fun to build. So I think that's about everything. Let's look at the minifigures up close and personal, both the custom ones and the ones that came in the Thor's Weapon Quest set. Well, except for Thor, because he's not part of this build. So, let's go see. And now it's time for our minifigure up close and personal, where I show you all the minifigures in this build up close and, well, personal. So here's Rocket Raccoon from the Thor's Weapon Quest set. Like I said, I did the set review for that set, but I never showed the minifigures off super closely, so I'm going to do that now as part of this build video. So, Rocket Raccoon has been updated for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. New printing, he has a mouth now. I'm not really sure if I like the mouth now or not, but he looks pretty good. Same mold for the tail and the head. These are some pretty cool pieces, and I like the printing on both the front and the back of his body. So yeah, Rocket Raccoon is a cool minifigure. And then along with Rocket Raccoon is Groot, who also came in the Thor's Weapon Quest set. And he is a teenager now, I believe. And that means he's minifigure size. So he has this new head piece, which looks like a basic head from the bottom, but on the top, it's sort of tree-like and stump, sort of like spiky on the top there. And he has a mean expression. And he has some cool printing. I wish the legs were printed, but they're not, so it's too bad. But he does have some cool printing on the front and on the back to look like a plant. It looks like bark and roots and stuff. So he's a cool minifigure as well. And so now the custom minifigures I've made for this build. This guy is sort of like Doctor Strange. He has some special magic power elements in his hands to shoot power stuff. He has a body from the Lord of the Rings. Well, either Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I'm not completely sure on that. He has this basic hairpiece, and this head, which is actually Bruce Banner's head. I just thought it was a pretty good face. Plus, the back side of it shows Bruce Banner turning into Hulk, and I thought that the green in the eyes matched the green power pieces very well, so I used that head to give him sort of like a Power Rage look, like that. And then when he's not mad, he just looks like this again. Then there's this lady. She's the flower shop girl. She has a bunch of roses in this hand, and her body is actually Bruce Banner's body, but her arms are from the Lego Batman movie Robin, giving her the medium green short sleeve look. And then I just gave her plain flesh colored hands there. And then she has Scarlet Witch's face, looking like this, with some red power eyes on the back. That's actually not made to spin around. I didn't mean for her to be powerful and red for this build. I just like that front face. And then she has this basic brown hairpiece. Then there's the pizza chef, this dude here. He's got a pizza on his server platter thing. He has this paper piece. I just cut out some paper and made it into this robe for him. Sort of looks like an apron, I guess. Then there's this printed piece. His body is a basic chef piece. He has a head that came in Lord of the Rings, I believe, and he also has an angry face, for anyone who's trying to steal his pizza, I suppose. And then he has the hair piece from Bruce Banner. So, as you can see, I've used a lot of pieces from Bruce Banner in this. I got the Bruce Banner minifigure when I was working on the minifigures for this build, and I wasn't planning on keeping the Bruce Banner minifigure together, so he had a lot of good minifigure pieces, and I decided to use a lot of them for this build. But then there's this guy. He has none of the Bruce Banner pieces, but what I would really like about him is that the fact that his body is made from Scarecrow from the Lego Batman movie. So this guy is a pizza delivery guy, and he also works at the pizza drive-thru, and as you can see, he's a black guy. And when I first saw this Scarecrow body, I immediately thought of making it into a black pizza guy outfit, because it says Luigi's Pizza on the front, and it has a Luigi's Pizza t-shirt on. I really love the printing on the sides because it's a t-shirt, and then it has a red stripe. And then on the Scarecrow, the hands were sand colored, and then this part was brown. And I thought if you switched out the hands for brown hands, and then made it look like a black dude, then it would probably look really good. Now it does have patches on the arms there from Scarecrow, and it does have some straw sticking out of the neck, but I figured the straw could just be like a scarf underneath or something. And from the front, it doesn't look too bad. You can't see the patches. And he has just basic jeans on. Finn's head, or no, this isn't Finn's head. This is just a random black guy's head. It looks like Finn's head. And then this hairpiece. So that's it for all the up close and personal minifigure section. I hope you enjoyed these minifigures. They were a lot of fun to custom build. They turned out really good.
So there you have it, modular building plus Thor's weapon box. And there's the front of two different buildings. This one is a pizza place, and this one is a flower shop.